Momma Cuisine is about making great everyday meals with simple ingredients and basic cooking techniques, and I want to show you how. Now tell me that this doesn't look like a meal you would find in a restaurant. This show also highlights restaurants, foodies, artisans, and events to help me in my quest in making great everyday meals. So come join me. I'm Johanna Cook of Momma Cuisine.
So you wait till they open up, and now that we've gotten to that point, we're going to add our leek cream.
All of it, Sean?
All of it. Dump it all in there.
Leek cream.
Alright, you're good. Stay right there. Alright, so we'll do a little quick pause, okay? There you go. Now we're going to add our wheat ale in. Jarrett, let the mussels steam. So we're going to give it a cover. Alright, and that's going to kind of keep cooking the mussels. The mussels are going to get that wonderful wheat ale flavor incorporated into it. Soak into the mussels.
I had a cold last week, and now it's all coming out.
We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper just to add.
You can never go wrong with the salt and pepper.
There you go. And then we're going to finish up with a little chopped parsley.
Okay.
Beautiful. Stir that up a little bit. Come right behind you. We'll stay right there. Then we have our nice little serving vessel, nice mussel pot.
He's doing a good job, isn't he, huh?
Well, you gotta make sure it tastes good.
We're making him work a little.
Taste it. Well,
Taste it, Sean.
burn your mouth. It's your sinuses. Look at that, huh?
Nice.
Then we'll finish it. Some fresh chopped parsley. Got our Belgian white ale with our summer wheat Jarrett Payton ale.
You can only get that at Public House.
Looking good.
So I'm here now sitting down with Jarrett Payton. We're gonna eat the food that he made, Chef Jarrett earlier, the mussels, using his beer. We're gonna talk about a lot of cool things that you're doing this year. There's so many great things happening to you. First is the beer. Let's talk about that. It launched this spring, is that right?
Yeah, we launched the beginning of March, so it was at that time where my son was about to be born, and you know, I felt like a lot of things were popping. I was like, yo, the beer is about to pop off, but I just don't want my wife to be at like a beer launch and then, you know, her water break. You know what I mean? So we kind of scheduled a lot of things around the baby being born, and you know, it's one of those things that when you have a beer, you have no shortage of friends.
No, that's true.
Everybody's calling you. They want to hang out, they want to go somewhere, and then they think they can go somewhere and have it, and that it's just going to be free. I'm like, nah, you got to pay for it. You know? You got to pay for the beer.
We're friends and all, but
Pay for the beer. And but you know, when we came up with this this concept, me and Argus, about a year and a half ago.
Argus Brewery is the one that.
Yeah, Argus is local here in Chicago, which is great. I think a lot of people, especially from Chicago, want to hear about, you know, what's local.
Yes.
You know, we want to keep money here in Chicago, which makes sense. So Argus was established in 2009. Bob and Patrick Jensen. They've been doing great things. They're actually like 113th Street down south in the Pullman district.
Wow.
The family bought the old Schlitz horse stables and turned it into a brewery. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And so when I met them, it was at an event that I was doing. We were having a couple beers. They were debuting a beer that they were making for that establishment. I walked up and I had a couple of their beers. I was a little toasted, and I go, hey, I want my own beer. Put my card down on the table, and they said, we'll talk to you next week. And I didn't think anything of it. So by the time I got home, I'm just laying down, go to sleep. I wake up in the morning, it's Monday, and I get an email. And it didn't hit me until me and my wife went to go sit down at the meeting. And I looked at her and go, wow, this is for real. Like, this is not real. Like, I was just joking. And but it made it even more special because my dad back in the day, we started the Roundhouse in Aurora. He had Walter Payton Pilsner, and you know, I told my dad when he passed away that day, I grabbed his hand and I said, you know, whatever you weren't able to do, I'm going to do. And so when the Roundhouse went out of business and two brothers took over, I wanted to start my own beer just because I wanted to be able to carry on something not just for my family but for my son and to do in the long run. And it's been been nothing but success so far, and people love the beer. So to me,
it's very good beer.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. You want your product to speak for yourself.
Yes. It's a reflection of who you are. So
a little bit of sweetness, like
a little bit of sweetness.
With the weed in there, sweetness. You know what I mean?
No, and that's a great story. Like you're carrying on, like for your son now, just like your father did for you, which made you a really the great man that you are now. So
Appreciate
that's a great story.
It's a great story.
It's a great story. Buy the beer. There's a good story behind it.
What about you?
Oh, now you're gonna interview me now.
Yeah. For real though, but I mean, for me, on the outside, our relationship started through social media.
Twitter.
Yeah, through Twitter. Yeah. And a lot of my new friends have been through Twitter. Yeah. And it's just funny because you don't really know somebody, but you read their tweets and you think you know them. And then
we saw each other today, we were like, hey! It's like we knew each other,
And most of the time we go by our Twitter handles, like when people come up to you, like, who are you? Like, at the inside, they're like, oh, I know you, you know?
That is so
But it's all through Steve Green.
Steve Green, that's how I started following you.
Foodie Chats.
Yes.
And which has been such a great movement for all the people out there. All the people out there who love food. Listen, Foodie Chats on Monday on Twitter. Foodie Chats with an S.
Oh, Steve Green's gonna be so happy with that.
Foodie Chats with an S. You'll find us.
You'll find us there. We're there every Monday.
Every Monday.
No, and that's really like that's what's so awesome about social media. Is like people like you and I who would have never met on a normal basis, we're able to come together and hang out here and talk, just like what we're doing today.
I'm telling you, it's actually really cool because we don't need to be, kind of friends, but we can just through our phones, we can connect.
Yes.
And I just tell people all the time, you really never know, like every tweet or every post that you post it means something, and it's a reflection of who you are as a person. So make sure what you're putting out there is who you are. And so when I saw what you were doing, I'm like, man, I'm on board.
That was so cool to get that email.
Like, let's do this. And so the same thing with the beer. We talked about being local, and I see what you're doing. People want to help out local businesses here in Chicago. And I think that's why people are saying, even with my beer adding on August, we're actually creating more jobs here in Chicago, in that area, people around that area. So I feel privileged to be a part of that. For you, I mean, you going on what you're doing, you're going on your little mini tour in Chicago.
With Buick.
You know what I'm saying? So what I think is awesome is that you're doing the exact same thing. And you're highlighting businesses, establishments.
So, the beer is great, but you also have 10 million other things going on. So your son, what's his name?
Jaden Thomas Payton.
Jaden Thomas Payton. He's so cute, by the way. So
he is the cutest kid on the block. Actually, where I live, he's the only kid on the block. So
you guys have to move to a place now where there's more kids.
And he's been truly a blessing to me and my family. And I look at him every single day, and I'm like, I can't believe this kid's mine, man.
Okay, Jarrett, so besides this beer, thank you. Which is such a huge thing. Congratulations on that. You do a lot of philanthropic work. You have the Jarrett Payton Foundation.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
The Jarrett Payton Foundation was launched this past year, and with my family having the Walter Jarrett Payton Foundation, working with DCFS here in Illinois, it kind of made sense for me to do my own thing too, and be an extension of what my family kind of showed me and paved the way. And so I just thought, my dad and working with kids is so big. I just want to work with kids too and do something to be able to give back in not just my family name, but my own name. And so it's been a pleasure. Anything else? No, hold the tape. Hold the tape. Try my mom. I've been real close with the whole entire Moose family and really trying to get in touch with the kids. And the reason why our relationship started was I went there when I got released from the Tennessee Titans. I came home and they asked me if I would come speak to their kids. The day that I went to go speak there, I normally go speak for like 45 minutes and then I go home. I just felt like something grabbed me when I got there. So many great things going on that I put my phone in my car after I got done talking, and I stayed there for 6 hours. I was super lucky to have, you know, a person like my dad who was my hero, you know, living with me. So, you know, I had a first-hand experience of seeing every day, seeing what I always wanted to be like, and so it just made life a lot easier. A lot of these kids don't have, you know, a male role model in their life, and I was blessed to have mine for 19 years of my life. So I know how big it is to be able to have, you know, a male figure in some of these kids' lives, to be able to, you know, show them a little bit of guidance. And so if I can help out, that makes me happy.
Well, thank you so much for coming to sit down with me, for cooking. If you need the recipe, check out JarrettPayton.com. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. He now has a recipe tab in the website. But any of this information we can get in the website, correct? Yeah. JarrettPayton.com.
Yeah, go to JarrettPayton.com, hang out. Follow me on Twitter at PaytonSun, PaytonSun. You want to follow my son? Yes, he has a Twitter.
He has a Twitter handle too.
PaytonSun, but PaytonSon. Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, what do you mean? Thank you.
Cheers.
Mama.
Yes. Awesome.
I did it.
Yes, you did. You rocked. If you want to see any more episodes, recipes, videos, make sure you check out MommaCuisine.com, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And for now, Jarrett and I are going to finish our lunch, so
we gotta go.
See you next time.
Time to grow.
Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Father's Day. Hey, football season about to start. Chi-Town, it's all about the Bears. So, what do the Bears have to do to get better this year?
Dude, seriously, they need to run the rock, and they need to get better in the red zone.
Ooh, they gotta get better in the red zone. I'm
just speaking the truth, my brother.
Speak the truth. I'm listening. Oh, God.
That's good. I'm getting tough. I'm getting tough.
Mama!
A little State Street football. Slow.
We'll go out for a pass, right?
Okay.
Mama!
Brought to you by Jade 316 Studios. It's your boy Jarrett Payton, aka the voice of Facebook, also the voice of reason, Mr. Peasy Blog himself. Man, this is, if you want video, you want audio, you want stuff cut up, it's the only place to get it, baby. I'm out.